We're going to get into a new segment called I'm Just Sayin. I'm Just Sayin is a segment where we're going to talk. We're going to bring up topics or issues that we just want to talk about in the NFL, and we're going to kind of go in on them a little bit.
It's going to be a little rant, a little raw rant. Not that we don't already go in a little bit, but this is just going to be just a little more of an extra
flavor.
Level.
Let us know if you like it or not. Dwight, would you like to start, or would you like me to dive into it?
Go right ahead. I would love to hear where you're going.
I'm just saying, the NFL on Monday night cannot, right there before the 2-minute warning, let over 20 seconds go off the clock in the Pittsburgh versus San Diego game and just not be noticed. And then on Tuesday, the NFL wants to come out and they said that it was the clock management and the ref on the field's fault. I'm just saying, step up and take the blame. Like, you hired, those people are NFL officials, okay? The clock management is, who's signing their checks? Somebody employed by the NFL. Who's signing the ref's check? Somebody employed by the NFL. Yet when they mess up, you just want to, boom, right away, it's their fault. No, just take full responsibility. Again, how can everybody else in the world notice, but you can't figure it out? You've got to step up. You've got to be better than that. That's 2 weeks in a row on primetime games, both Monday night games, that the NFL officiating has messed up. And still, neither time have they come out and said that we need to get better, we need to fix it. They just pass the buck off, they blame people. When is Roger Goodell going to come out and say we're going to figure out how to make, we have the technology to be the best that we can possibly be. So why can't he come out and say, let's go be the best that we can possibly be? I'm just saying, from an outsider's perspective, it makes zero sense. And I was, even through all this Goodell stuff over the last couple of years, I'm not one of those people who thinks that we should just fire everybody in America just because they mess up here or there, or things that happen. Things were happening on the fly. He had other people telling him also what to do. There's a lot of people held accountable, and he's at the top of that because his face is in front of it, and I understand that. But, like, these are the issues, to me, are what we should be talking about with a commissioner. And somebody else should be doing the disciplinary. You can get into that 1,000 times. Well, that's not even a conversation right now. But these are the kind of things that I look for as a fan. These are the things that are affecting me when I'm watching a football game and I'm watching 20 seconds in a less than touchdown game. 20 seconds roll off in the fourth quarter, and after a kickoff, and no one even notices, that's an issue to me. And San Diego, they got to feel like they were robbed. That's 20 seconds. The Bell scored on the last play of the game. They should have had 20 more seconds to go down the field and drive. And as much as I bag on Rivers, who knows? What if they put one together? Hail Mary. We've seen crazy things happen. I'm just saying, we can be better, because I think that you need to be better than the officials, but it's really hard. The officials are making it really hard right now to be better than them when they're not doing their job at all. Everyone has to go in and do their job, and when the NFL has people in there not doing their job, they're not stepping up. They're just passing the buck onto those people. You can make those people better. You don't have to just sit there and say that this is they did this wrong or they did that wrong. Everybody knows the clock operated. They are the ones that messed up. You come in here and tell me how you're going to fix it. I'm just saying. That shit pisses me off, man. We're in 2015, and you ain't got the money to sit here and tell me that you can't. And you can see it in the background. It's going down in the stadium too. It's not just ESPN. It wasn't just the ESPN graphic. It was actually going down in the stadium. And I'm just like, anybody want to hit stop on that? Like, and then when they came back, it was 15 seconds slower than it was when they went to commercial. And it's like, what? Like, how do you not notice that? I don't.
You were just saying.
I'm just saying.
I feel like you felt some type of way about that.
A little bit.
You're a little passionate about that?
A little bit.
I got a little passion of my own right now. Okay. I'm just saying. So this week, actually yesterday, from the day of this recording, I had a Ravens fan, which, shout out to Ravens fans. I've got nothing against you, nothing personal whatsoever. But I had a Ravens fan. She came up to me and she said, it's no excuse that the Cowboys are losing because Tony Romo's out, because I'm using this as a quote. She said, we don't have Terrell Suggs. What? Are you kidding me? Like, really? Because we don't have Suggs. Okay, first of all, there's so many different layers to why you are wrong in saying that. Because, first of all, you're 1-4. That's number one. Number two, we're talking about a quarterback and a defensive line. Yes, Terrell Suggs is a huge part of your defense. Obviously, that goes without question. But you mean to tell me if you lost Joe Flacco, you'd be saying the same type of things? It's not the same. If you lose your quarterback, you can't expect to be at the same caliber that you are supposed to be at. If Tom Brady goes down for New England, are we talking about how great New England is? No. Granted, the whole Matt Castle thing, that was a fluke. I'm calling it what it is. If Aaron Rodgers goes down, are we still talking about how great Green Bay is? No, we're not. So we need, as fans, we need to get off this whole idea that, next man up. I'm sick of hearing about that. You know why? Because next man up is a lot of crap, and it's rare that you have that next man that can step up and can carry a team. Look at my Cowboys, for example. Look at Brandon Weeden. He sucks. He can't drive down the field. He can't put up points. He lost, 30-6 against New England. And now they finally decided, we got a bye week. Let's bring on Matt Castle because, we need to give somebody else an opportunity because Brandon Weeden isn't cutting it. Point being, if your star player goes down as an excuse, if you lose somebody, obviously that's a big blow. And we lost Romo, we lost Des Bryant, we gave away DeMarco Murray, which, he could be the curse of DeMarco Murray at this point. He could be a curse for y'all, he could be a curse for us. We're going to see moving forward. I'll come back to that at some point down the line, I'm sure. Point being, if you lose your star players, you can't expect to be at that same elite status. And the fact that her and other fans like her can say, it's not an excuse. No, it's not an excuse. It's a fact. If you lose who you lose, you're going to be who you are. You are who you're supposed to be. Or who you're not supposed to be. And when you lose a guy like Tony Romo, which that's another thing. I'm just saying, Cowboys fans, get off Tony Romo's case. Because you know what? A lot of you have said, let's get rid of Romo. And who are you going to go to? Case in point, you went to Brandon Weeden and he's trash. What are you going to do? We're going to start drafting again? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to let Des Bryant sit on the sidelines like Larry Fitzgerald and just rot to mediocrity? No, let's not do that. Let's keep rolling with Tony Romo because you know what? He can play and we have a potential to win a Super Bowl with a Tony Romo. Period.
So you're just saying Matt Castle isn't the answer?
I'm just saying that he's more of an answer than Brandon Weeden. And I'm just saying, until Tony Romo comes back, I'm just saying until we have that stability again on our offensive side of the ball, shut your mouth. I'm just saying.
Well, that was a brand new segment, and we both bought a little more heat than I think expected.
I'm a little amped up right now.
We'll see how that goes. That went well. I'm not a fiery person. I felt a little fire. I felt fire coming off of you, too.
It was building more and more.
That was the latest from JD Sports. We appreciate you watching. That's Dwight Garfield, as always. I'm Jarrett and D. Thank you. Follow the Twitter @_JD Sports. Check out the links on the YouTube page. Watch everything you can. Click the ads, as they say. Thank you again.